Hey, good morning, my loves. What's going on? How are you guys? Jasmine Atten, Mystic at the Crossroads. And as you can tell by the title of this video, I am coming at you today with another money spell. As we all know, it is officially harvest season. We just recently had Mabon, which is a pagan holiday, which is Thanksgiving. Hi guys, hi everybody, thanks for joining. We are officially in fall, and we are coming up, well, we just had a new moon actually. We're coming up on a full moon, and let's face it, the holidays are basically upon us. We have Yom Kippur, which is just a few days away, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, and tax season, okay? This is the time of year to really show your appreciation and gratitude for the things that you've been blessed with. Even those stressful times and trials and tribulations are actually small blessings in disguise. If you didn't manifest all the things that you wanted over the spring and summer months, that's okay. You know, we're still at the end of the year and things take time. You guys always hear me say, you've got to be patient. The universe is working on the universe's time. The universe does not work on our earthly time. Things have to line up the way that they're supposed to. Also, I think we are all pretty clear, and we know that the attitude of gratitude is truly the only way to continue to manifest and attract the things that we want into our life. So, very important to keep up on those rituals. Something that I'll throw in as a side note, we're as a collective, not necessarily you, but we're always doing, money spells and road openers and uncrossings and love and healing and all this sort of stuff. But it's equally as important to remember to do something to say thank you for what you've received, and giving those offerings to your angels, ancestors, spirit guides, deities, universe, God, goddess, whatever it is that you identify with, that you're also taking time to say thank you with a ritual where it's not necessarily asking for something in return. Anyway, to get into it, I'm going to show you guys a very simple, extremely effective spell. Now, this particular spell, I did show you probably about 2.5, 3 years ago as a money binding spell. I've been playing around with the recipe. I've been trying this spell out different ways, and I found one that has been the most effective. So this is a bit of a combination of a money come now spell and stay with me. And I think, it's important to keep our money and our finances in order, but especially this time of year. And for those of you that has families, if you have little ones that are going to be expecting to celebrate the holidays in a certain type of way, you want to be able to provide for them, then you absolutely want to do this. And you want to do this now, because what we're doing is we're planting the seeds, okay? We are putting in those intentions so that 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks from now, what you're asking for will continue to blossom and bloom and be available to you. I'm going to go over the ingredients that we'll be using very quickly. Then I'm going to show you guys how to put together this spell. Everything here is relatively inexpensive. I got most of my ingredients from Dollar Tree except for the candles, and I will talk a little bit about those also because I love those and they were affordable and I think they're great. So if you're looking for a reputable company to get candles from, this is the place. But first and foremost, you're going to need something, doesn't have to be big, just something to place your candles and your ingredients on. You're going to want to get yourself some honey. You're going to need a cinnamon stick. Dollar Tree has, these are like really fresh cinnamon sticks, and look at this, a whole pack for $1. I don't know about y'all or if it's just here in California, but cinnamon has gone up for some reason. It's really expensive now. I don't know why, but it is. So I got a pack of like a dozen for $1. Great price. You are going to need some type of string to bind with. It doesn't have to be red. If you want to really get jiggy with it, you can get like a green or a red or a purple, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a specific color. Yeah, I wouldn't even worry about that. You could even use black for this particular spell. You're going to need some money, any denomination that you want to work with. I will tell you though, you're going to want to use a small denomination because you will be burying all of this at the end, and you may not want to bury a $50 or $100 bill. You're going to need a writing pen, a lighter, some type of anointing oil of your choice, money, success, road opener, blessing oil, altar oil, olive oil, anything like that. You're going to need something to cut your string with, and then you're going to need some candles. You're going to use, these are, what are these? Are these 6-inch? No, these aren't 6. I think these are 4-inch. So these are chime candles. The company, they're 4.5 inches. So the company says that they're taper, but I call these chime candles in the color orange, the color black, and the color green. It is important, you know, there's candles, you can get candles virtually everywhere, but when you get a little bit of a better candle, then you get a better burn. And I see a lot of people posting videos asking about the way their candles are burning and the wax reading on them and why sometimes they go out, and that's because of the quality of the candles that you're using. These particular candles come from one of my favorite candle companies, exquisitegroup.com. I have recently partnered with them, and this video is being sponsored, but they have bulk candles for a very low price, a lot cheaper than what you'd find on Etsy or eBay or even some of these metaphysical shops. So I will list their information down in the comment box, and if you're watching the replay on YouTube, it will be in the description. They've also given me a 10% off code to share with you guys on both their 48 pack, which is a great deal. If you know, I always tell you, if you can't burn 7-day candles, if your living conditions don't allow you to practice your magic openly, you can burn one chime candle for 7 days, you know, and these typically burn out in about 15 minutes. And then they sent me a box of the rainbow chime candles, which is awesome because I really love these and I'm definitely going to go through them. Okay, so let me reposition you guys. Hopefully you can see this. I'm going to try to make this video short. If you guys can't see, let me know. But I just want to show you how I prepare all of the ingredients. So first of all, you want to take your 3 candles and you're going to want to inscribe on each candle, okay? So feel free to use any words that you feel comfortable with, but the purpose of these colors, the black is to protect your money and to help banish any negativity or anything coming that could potentially cause you to have to pay extra expenses. So, you know, I got a flat tire the other day and I had to go buy a new tire. That was not in the budget for the week. So that was an extra expense I wasn't planning for. So you want to make sure that those little things don't happen. The orange is to bring about additional opportunities for your money. Open the roads. Orange can also be used for uncrossing. And of course the green is to attract more of it. So I'm going to inscribe the word protection on here. I should have did this before I went live, but it's okay. And you can put your name on it if you want to. You can inscribe sigils or symbols. There's no real right or wrong way to do this whatsoever. On the green one, I'm going to put more money because essentially that's what we all want, right? More money. Okay. And then on the orange one, you could do like opportunities. You could do, I'm going to do open roads because every time I look at orange, I associate orange with road opening. And for me, so how you feel about a candle color does make a difference. For me, I don't associate orange with unblocking. So if I were to write that on here, it wouldn't feel right. So I have to put on the candle what resonates with me. Okay, so I'm not going to bother trying to show you guys because it won't pick up on camera, but you just saw me inscribe on them. The next thing you're going to want to do is take your denomination of money and write your name. So I put my name, Jasmine Atten, across the top. It can be on the top, it can be on the back, it can be anywhere you want. This dollar also came out of my Rose of Jericho. So it has a little extra energy. And then you're going to write somewhere on it the amount of money you want and what it is that you're going to be using it for. Okay. Then you are going to take your anointing oil and you're going to want to anoint the money and your cinnamon stick. So I always, you know, I don't just, not just color magic, but symbolism, You know, I always talk about big wishes, big candles. You know, again, because I'm burying this, but if I wasn't burying this, I would definitely be using, you know, a 5 or a 10 or a 20 or something. But, you know, the larger denominations and the larger candles and tools you work with, the more energy behind it. That's kind of a side note. So I've got my cinnamon stick. I've got my money. And I'm going to roll it towards me because you're bringing this into yourself. Just like so. Can you guys see that okay? Sorry, I was just thinking. So you would be reciting a chant, saying a prayer, speaking your words of intention. I just tried to really do it silently for sake of the video, but while you're doing this process and while you are binding your money to you, you're going to be speaking out loud. So for example, if you need an extra, you know, $300 for the rent, that's what you're going to be saying. Or if you need some money for, I don't know, the Christmas gifts, whatever, the car payments due, the lights are about to get shut off, whatever it is, that's what you're going to be saying until you're done wrapping this. And if you notice, I'm binding towards myself, not away, because we're bringing it in. And it doesn't have to be any particular number of times. You can use scissors. I like to work with my ritual knife when it wants to work. Let's see. And then I'm just going to, I'm going to either tie or tuck it, whatever I can do. My nails are shorter, so I should be able to do this, but I'm going to tie it as best I can. Some people get hung up on the tying it 3 times, tying it 7 times. Just tie it so that it's closed. As you guys can see, mine wasn't perfect, but it's on there, okay? So now this is going to go down on my plate. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my honey, because you want your money to stick to you and you want it to come to you. The way bees go to flowers, everybody likes sweet things. You want it to stick to you like so. And it doesn't need a lot. Okay, so you should have something that looks like this when you're done. You're then going to take your candles and your anointing oil. You can use multiple oils. You don't need to use one in particular. So if you wanted to use an uncrossing oil or a road opener oil or a, I don't know, a bewitching oil. Maybe you're trying to get some money out of a person. And I'm going to stick each candle down. On here. After you're done preparing your candles, and again, I'm keeping it super simple, but feel free if you want to add your herbs to it, you want to add some powders to it, you want to, whatever you want to do. This is kind of just a little baseline template to show you how to do this spell, and then you can modify it to your liking, whatever you feel comfortable with. And you just want to get your candles on there somehow. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's gonna stay. I don't know if that one's gonna stay. I might have to fix it, but okay. Can you guys see this okay? So very simple. Took me all of 4 or 5 minutes to do. Ingredients you probably have at home. This does work. So you're gonna light your candles. You're gonna let this burn down. You have 2 options of working with this spell. You can do this for one night. If you did it just one day, I would suggest doing it on a Thursday during a waxing moon. But for me, I'm going to burn a set of these candles down for 3 nights. At the end of the 3 nights, I'm going to take this little stick and I'm going to bury this. I fortunately have the luxury of being able to bury it in my yard. So if you live in a house, you can do that. If you don't, you can put it down inside of a potted plant. You can purchase a plant. You can take it out in nature somewhere and bury it, or you can, a lot of my money spells I dispose at the bank, like right in the bush, park my car, get out, walk up as if I'm going to the ATM, slide by the bush, drop my work, get back in the car and keep it pushing. So there's multiple ways of disposing this. Highly effective. Absolutely does work. You should definitely give this spell a try. I'm curious, so I know a lot of people did the money binding spell and they said that they noticed a difference in their finances, you know, staying with them versus being sent out. Last thing I'm gonna share with you guys, somebody messaged me a couple days ago saying that they can't find the call money incense in a lot of places. So some alternatives when I'm out is the attract money, the money drawing, although I like this one more. I think this one works almost as good as the call money. And then I recently bought this one. It smells really good, by the Satya Attract Money. So you want to make sure that you're burning an incense along with this candle ritual, okay? If you guys have any questions, please let me know. Let me know if you've done something like this. If you have a suggestion to add to the spell to make it better for all of us, I would love to hear it. Thank you guys for watching. I will put up the replay later. I'm also going to be doing some videos on the wishing jar that I picked up from Dollar Tree. I might do that video tonight. And the setting up your harvest altar, we all need to get to that. Those of you that are attending the, who are in the self-mastery class, we're going to be working on our pumpkin ritual for next class. So I did put up a post in the group. I hope you guys were able to see that and pick up the ingredients that you're going to need. All right, my loves, I love you guys. I will be back maybe a little later with another video, and I will talk to y'all soon.